So today we're doing a little bit of a test. We're going to take 11 of the best Wonder Kids in the world and put them up against 11 of some of the oldest players in FIFA. So pretty much we kind of have one of the best youngest teams in FIFA, one of the best oldest teams in FIFA. We're going to put them together. We're going to do a career mode simulation as well as a game, both of them against each other. It should be, it should be a lot of fun. We'll see how it goes. So before we get into today's episode, make sure you guys leave a big old thumbs up on today's video. And yeah, if you want to see more of these career mode experiments, I'm always bringing them to you guys, as well as the My Player. I know I've been grinding the My Player recently and putting those out pretty much every single day, but we're taking a little bit of a break. It's coming back tomorrow, don't worry. Let's get into this experiment though. So before we get into things, there's a few rules about today's episode. First off, for the Wonder Kid team, every player chosen had to be 20 years of age or younger. So we got a few 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, a few 20-year-olds. I think 18's the lowest we go. But like I had to not include players like Gabriel Jesus was one of them, and all those players who were 20 plus years of age who still may be considered Wonder Kids. We couldn't put them in the team. And then for the team of veterans, they had to be 35 years of age or older. So you're gonna see some of the players that we chose. And then yeah, it was just 11 of the best players from those age groups. So yeah, if I didn't include anyone, is probably just because they didn't fit in those age ranges. Let me know if I did miss any players that I should have included. And we're not doing the bench, we're not doing subs, it's only the starting 11. So here is team number one. We decided to go with Arsenal as this team. It really doesn't matter the team we went with. I'm just putting the players on the squad. This is the team of veterans, 35 years of age or older. And of course, we had to put Zlatan up front. This team, honestly, when I was going through this episode, I thought the team of veterans would be a lot worse. But now that I'm looking at it, they got a pretty solid squad. Pepe in the back, 30 or 85 rated, I should say. I don't know why I was about to say 35. We got Buffon, of course, in net. Naldo, Dani Alves. And then some of these midfielders are kind of random. These two should be switched around. That's a weird glitch in FIFA that needs to be fixed. When you exit out of the squad sheets, the team gets all moved around. Of course, we got Frank Ribery right here, 83 rated. I remember, like, what, a year ago in FIFA, he was 85. A few years ago, he was like 88 overall. What happened to him? With the age, he seems to just be falling apart in FIFA. Who else we got? As you can see, some of the players, Bonera, he can play right back or left back, I believe. Yeah, so that's why he's in there. There weren't really too many great midfielders, so here the guys that are in the middle of the park for us. But yeah, Zlatan up front, I'm interested to see how he does. He pretty much needs to have a good year, which he usually doesn't in these career mode simulations, but I think the team of veterans is going to have a great chance of winning in the simulated game. That one is going to be fun. We're actually going to do that one first. Okay, with that, let's get into the team of Wonder Kids, and here it is. Oh my God, what a team. We got Vinicius Jr., Cotrone, we got Mbappe. These front three are insane, and of course Mbappe is going to give this squad so much of an advantage. What is he? He's 20 years old, right? I mean, that's just say 20 years old, 88 rated. It's honestly mental. And then the defense is pretty solid as well. A few players need to be switched around. De Ligt, that dude is an absolute stud. The Ajax center back we got here, he is definitely going to be leading that back line alongside Alexander-Arnold, who should be decent. We got a center back from Leipzig in the Bundesliga, Donnarumma, and we all know how solid he is. 19 years of age for Donnarumma. And then we got Phil Foden, probably pronounced that wrong, I don't know, man, but he should be a decent player. 74 rated for this man right here. Yeah, he should be good. I've heard great things about him. I haven't seen him play much. We got a Lyon central midfielder right here. Let's switch a few of these around. So switching a few players around here, I realized some of the players were out of position. Again, another glitch in FIFA I just hate. This player is one from Milan, and then we have the Dortmund left back. It shows right back, but he can play at the left back position from Morocco. That's the team. So we have this team full of Wonder Kids, and we also have this team, of course, full of veterans. Let me know in the top right hand corner, one of the corners up there, guys. Vote on which team you think is going to win in today's episode. And with that, we're gonna get into stage number one. It's gonna be a game against each other, a simulated game. So let's see how this one plays out. All right, so let's get into this. It's actually a day later, so I recorded like the intro yesterday. So if the background looks different, that's probably why. Before we get into this one, I need to make a prediction, and if my prediction's wrong, there will be a giveaway over on Instagram, probably I'll just put up an Instagram story. You guys gotta follow me and just like a post. You'll find out at the end of the episode. But the team I think I'm going to pick in this episode, wow, that's just a great matchup right there. I think I gotta go with the youngsters. It's a very even matchup. I'm going with the youngsters because the Wonderkids, I think they have an advantage with Mbappe. I don't know. Let's get into this game. Again, it's just CPU versus CPU. So I'm just going to watch it play out and react to what happens. I guess let's just get into it. Here we go. I just realized how boring this is. I'm literally about to watch a game of FIFA with two CPU teams playing against each other. This could get very, very boring. And look at this. Oh my God. How did they miss? Who was that? Honestly, I don't know who that was. I saw Mbappe with the pass. That's miss number one, though. Not looking good for the Wonderkids. Veterans with that opportunity, and oh my God, their first miss of the game. Not sure who that was. Probably one of the midfielders, but it's still 0-0. Yeah, oh no, that was one of the... No, he's a midfielder. That's right. I just get confused because I don't really know any of the midfielders for the veteran side, but that should have been a goal. Chance right here. Can they score? Oh my God. How is Ibra not finishing that? That is ridiculous. Bros, I don't know why I did this to myself. It's honestly so boring to just watch these two teams play against each other. Please, just score some goals at least. All right, there's the first half. Yeah, 0-0. We need some goals. This is boring as hell. Of course, man, I was on Twitter, and yeah, I missed the first goal, but it's the Manchester City men, and hey, the Wonderkids out to a 1-0 lead right here. I need to look at it because I literally don't even know what happened. It was a through ball. Is it a cross, or of course it's a deflection goal? Of course it's a deflection goal. That seems to be like the only goals that you can score nowadays, but the volley was actually pretty nice. 1-0 for the Wonderkids. I apologize for that awful reaction. Not gonna lie though, I'm just gonna keep looking at my phone while this game plays out. Can they make it 2-0? Yes, they can. Okay, I actually reacted to that one this time. And who was that? I love how Mbappe isn't really doing much in this one. It's Vinicius Jr. right there, the Real Madrid man. Of course, the dude is an absolute beast. Was it him? Was it Jr.? Hold up. I think it was, wasn't it? Maybe not. I don't know, man. I can't recognize any of these faces out here. I don't think it was. Who was it? Oh, that's the AC Milan player, the midfielder. Okay, nice goal right there. 2-0. Wonderkids are just tearing it apart right now. All right, final whistle blows here. And in our first experiment, the Wonderkids are taking the lead. Remember, we got to do the career mode simulation next. So 1-0 to the Wonderkids. The only way the veterans can get back in this thing is to win the career mode experiment simulation. That's what we're gonna get to next, and you guys need them to win if you want to win a copy of FIFA 19, because that is kind of the way I went. I voted for the Wonderkids, and rightfully so. They won this one, but I thought Mbappe would do most of the work. He didn't really do much this game, but hey, a win to the Wonderkids. So for this portion of the episode, I'm going to go with the Wonderkids since that's the team that I decided to choose for this episode. Let's see if they can finish it off here with a win. We got current squads on. We are going to disable the transfer window and European competitions because I think we're just going to be looking at the Premier League this year. I don't want that to affect Arsenal because I know they're in the Europa League. So let's get into this career mode, boys. So here we go. Before we get into the simulation, I just need to make sure everything's right with our starting 11 and just take this into account when we go into the simulation. We only have 11 youngsters on each team, or youngsters on this team, veterans on the other team. So the bench might have an effect on how each team finishes, but we're just going to be looking at who finishes higher in the table in the Premier League. I got a good feeling we might end up getting sacked, but we'll see. I don't know. This starting 11 looks really, really good. As for the bench, I don't know why I added Timothy Weah, but he's on there. So I guess the youngsters have 12 youngsters. Not really that big of an advantage because Weah is only a 69 overall. But with that, let's get into this one and let's sim till I guess we're just going to go to the end of the season. I just want to see the results and see who wins this episode. Let's do it. Oh my God. I could not have planned this any more perfectly. Look at this. Somehow Wolves is playing Arsenal in the final of the FA Cup. So we're gonna have a tiebreaker potentially. First, we're gonna see who won the Premier League, and then we'll do the FA Cup final. Or should we do the FA Cup final first? I think we should do that. I don't know how that worked so perfectly. They're both in the final of the FA Cup, so maybe both of these teams did better in the Premier League than I thought. Let's just get into this final. So hopefully our squad's all fit, and of course it's not. Let's see how some of these players upgraded. We got Vinicius Jr., who went up to an 80, and Mbappe's already at a 90. This team is so good. I mean, honestly, I don't see them losing. Let's put Weah in, since he's the other youngster on the team. Junior has got to go. That's a big loss, honestly, for them. So that's what our team's looking like. Let's get into this final. I want to see the ratings of all of our players on Arsenal at the point in the career, but I don't think we're going to be able to see that. Hopefully all of the veterans are starting. I'd be sad if like Ibra was on the bench or someone. Let's just get into it and see. Okay, I think we have all of them. Maybe a few are different. Bramal, I don't think is one of our older veteran players. I think he's the only one though. So far, this has been a boring game. Oh my God, Ibra with a goal. Is Arsenal really going to tie this up right here? Remember, it's 1-0 from the simulation game. Wolves or our Wonderkids are in the lead, and it's all tied up at 1-1. This could not be more perfect. I don't know how both of them made it to the final. We'll figure that out soon enough. Ibra scores the game-winning goal in the 89th minute, man. Wow, he just proves why Ibra is one of the best of all time. That's incredible. Let's just get into this tiebreaker. We got to see who finished higher up in the Prem. So this is it, moment of truth. I have not looked yet. We're about to find out what happened, who came higher. You've got to be kidding me. 1 point determined Wolves and Arsenal. 63 points for our Wonderkids. 62 points for our veterans. How did that happen? This was just an insane episode. So we got to give it to the Wonderkids. Unfortunately, man, it just wasn't there for the veterans. They did win the FA Cup, which was insane. I want to see how both teams ended up getting there, if they had easy roads or whatnot. It's looking like for the most part, both teams had pretty easy roads to make it here. Hey, Wolves beat Man United. All right, that's pretty interesting. And then Arsenal beat Brentford. Arsenal had a pretty easy road to the final. Or I don't know why I say Arsenal. It's not Arsenal at all. It's the veterans. That's what I should be calling them. So before we end today's episode, let's see who had the top goal scorers. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be giving away a copy of FIFA 19 just because we ended up winning today's episode. But stay tuned for future episodes. Some of the top goal scorers. We got Catrone for the Wonderkids, Ibra for the veterans. Any other players on the list? I see Ribery right there. I see Junior. So that's going to be it, boys. Mbappe's there as well. Only 10 goals for Mbappe. You would have expected our 90 rated player to do better, but he didn't. So with that, I hope you guys went on to enjoy today's episode. More career mode experiments coming, and also, of course, more of my players coming. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Leave a like on today's video. Leave a comment, and we'll see you boys later. Peace.